Hello everyone, my name is Grace. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I wanted to spill the tea on what I think about your specific astrological sign. So, if you are interested in that, please keep on watching. And if you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. Now, first and foremost, I will say that I will try my best not to go by the stereotypes because I hate stereotypes almost with a passion. So, I am going to go based on my experience with each specific sign. Now, I will say that it doesn't all revolve around your sun sign, it also revolves around your moon and rising signs, the signs you grew up with, who you were raised by, how you react to change and trauma and such. So I just wanted to throw that there. But first, let's talk about Aries, the button pushers. I feel like you are that one kid in kindergarten whose homeroom always missed recess because you just couldn't sit down, shut up, and do your freaking homework. If that was you, chances are you're an Aries. If not, then oh well. Anywho, just stop messing everything up for fun. There are people who strive upon doing their work, so I suggest you let everyone else deal with their own problems without you adding to them. Now, Aries, use that feature to be there for somebody who's going through a hard time at home. You know, Susie could have her pet pass away, and that would be the perfect opportunity for you to spread some positivity into her life because she's probably too sad to go over to your house. So, I suggest use that for the positives instead of the negatives. Try to add the fun in everything when it is appropriate. Now, Taurus. Taurus! Not everything will be on your terms. You don't always have to be so stubborn and hard-headed like the bull that represents you. I know that you feel like not everything goes your way. It's like, if I try to invite you to the party, you won't go. But if I go to the party and I catch you in a bad mood, it's because I didn't invite you. Why does everything have to be on your terms? Why do you always have to be so freaking stubborn? Not everyone likes that, Taurus. Now, I do suggest that you use your stubbornness to help people grow within themselves, which you do that, Taurus. You do tend to use your stubbornness as, a feature to give people their safe space to, be able to stand up to their narcissistic friend or boyfriend, whomever. It doesn't even have to be, it doesn't have to have anything to do with being in a relationship. So, Taurus, I suggest that you try not to be so stubborn when it's irrelevant, but be stubborn when it is relevant. Then maybe your life will go so much smoother. Gemini, oh my goodness, you are the freeloaders. You expect everything to be handed to you. You think you don't have to work a single day in your life and still get everything you want without even trying. Which is what I hate about you, Gemini. Now, I do realize that I do get that whenever you do try to work for something, it all goes into shreds. Life goes like that sometimes, Gemini. But it doesn't have to go like that all the time. If you worked at least one day in your life and stopped whining and crying and complaining, then your life will sail so much smoother. Now, I suggest you use that willpower that you have to work for what you want, because even if you are working doing what you love, then it isn't necessarily considered a job to you. You're really just doing something you love, which don't we all? Oh my goodness, Cancer. Oh my goodness. Boss up! Get out of bed! Just stop your crying. It doesn't always help to cry. Now, I do know that you need to release some built up emotions every once in a while, just like every single one of us. But, I mean, just quit using your emotions as a weakness. And you, Cancer, are the exact reason why water signs are often seen to be the crying type. Sorry, not sorry. I do have a Cancer who is very relevant in my life, and he doesn't really wear his emotions on his sleeve, but he still feels his emotions internally, which that's okay too, Cancer. Just boss up, get out of bed, do what you have to do. Now, I do like that you are a very nurturing sign, Cancer. Just use that to be there for yourself. Help yourself to heal from the trauma that you're going through. Because if you don't, then nothing's ever going to go well for you as long as you keep crying whenever you don't need to. Now, Leo, I seriously hate when you try to invalidate my feelings. I could tell you that I cried when I was watching Touched by an Angel, and you could say just like, well, harden your heart. Why do you gotta be so serious all the time? Why do you gotta be so emotional? Like, stop, Janet. I just need to vent. I could have an emotional moment and you could still say, you need to shut up and grow up. Like, no, it's not how it works. I could vent to you about literally anything and you would still try to invalidate my feelings, Leo. Now, I know that you don't like to deal with crap from anybody, but just use that when you're actually dealing with people who get on your nerves, and not when people need to vent, not when people need to open up their hearts to you. I feel like people like to be around you because you've got some guns on you. You just don't like to tolerate other people's bullcrap. So help those people in your life to grow some gains, and help them to deal with the inconveniences in their lives as well. Virgo. Oh my goodness, what do I have to say to you? All I have to say is stop trying to perfect everything. I understand that you can be a huge perfectionist. It's almost toxic. So, I suggest that if the standard is impossible for you to perfect, then don't touch it. Or rather, help to make things grow better, but stop trying to perfect every single thing. If there is anything you need to perfect, it's your attitude. Like, for example, I could accidentally park in your parking spot because I was, like, in a rush. And I wouldn't even know it was your parking spot. And you would go, snip, snip, cut, gone, never talk to you again over something so freaking minor. Like, just stop, Terry. It doesn't help anything at all. Now, use that perfectionism to, you know, just try to grow a pair, you know? Help the people in your life perfect themselves, growing themselves, and if there's anything you need to perfect, it is you. Oh my goodness. Libra, my own kind. I am so sorry I have to do this to y'all, but not everybody is your soulmate. Not everybody is supposed to be your future wife or husband. Not everything is supposed to be fair. So just quit it. Quit trying to find your soulmate and be single for as long as you can. Your Prince Charming will come, or Princess Tiana, however the heck that goes. Just let it all flow. Go with the flow like you do best, Libra. I know I tend to have a little bit of a fixed mindset. It's a lot of the fixed signs are in my birth chart. So, I mean, I can understand why I do tend to be rattled by change. But, Libra, just quit. Settle down. Be single if you need to. And if somebody broke your heart, then, just grow. I know I use that a lot in this video, but just boss up. Get out of bed. You are so much like Cancer, dude. And that is why you two tend to really hit it off. Scorpio. Oh my goodness. I actually like Scorpios more or less. Scorpios just don't like to argue with weak-minded people. They have a passion. They really don't like to hold back on their stinger because they feel like everybody is going after them. Now, Scorpio, the reason why people think that you are the devil is because you will bring out your stinger in literally any moment. So, just quit it. Not everybody is out to get you. Not everything is about you. Find your tribe, so you don't have to break out your stinger. Now, there is a reason why I like Scorpios, more or less, and that is because I was born on the cusp of drama and criticism, the cusp of Libra and Scorpio. So, that Scorpio energy is pretty relevant in my life as a Libra, but, I mean, that is why I am so strong-willed and also really hate to argue with weak-minded people. But I don't really break out my stinger as much as I need to. Well, I'm not really a Scorpio, but like I said, I was born under the Libra-Scorpio cusp, which is also known as the cusp of drama and criticism. Anyway, Scorpio, just chill out. Dipset. Squad. Sagittarius. Oh my goodness. You need to stop screwing your people over. I mean, you could be friends with your very best friend for 20 plus years, and then you would cut them off all because it wasn't interesting enough, or they didn't want to go on enough adventures with you. Like, just drop it, okay, Sagittarius? That is why people tend to lump you in with the Geminis, who are often seen as, like, fake. But I wouldn't really say that Sagittarians or Geminis are fake, but, like, when you love somebody, Sagittarius, you love somebody, but you need to stop screwing your people over. You need to quit cutting people off just because life wasn't interesting enough with them. I've dealt with plenty of Sagittarians like that, and that is exactly why I feel the way about them that I do. Cut the people off that actually do not serve a purpose in your life. Or better yet, cut off those who bring negative energy to your life. That is what you should do. Those are the people you should cut off. My goodness, I can't talk. Anywho, just chill out and don't take your friends for granted, Sagittarius. Oh my goodness, Capricorn, you are very strong-willed. You tend to be pretty emotional internally, and you're like really emotionally stable. But your feelings tend to get hurt because you tend to look past the negatives in people's lives. You don't take the time to learn your place in the lives of your loved ones, and that is often why your feelings get hurt. Now, I suggest you do take the time to learn your place in other people's lives, Capricorn, because if you do so, your feelings won't get hurt, and you won't really necessarily feel the sting of betrayal. And this applies to everybody, not just to Capricorns. You really need to learn your place in other people's lives. So if you ever do get betrayed, then you won't really feel the sting. I need to apply that to my life more often. I've become better and better at the door slam, but as emotional and strong-willed as I am, like that is how I can relate to Capricorns. I really take the time to feel my emotions, and that is why people love to be around you, Capricorn. Now, I suggest that you project those good qualities onto other people, help them to rub off of you and grow a pair. So that way when they do learn how they stand with other people, then their feelings won't get hurt either. Aquarius. Oh my goodness. You might think you know it all, but not everybody is as passionate as you are. Not everybody has the same heart as you. You might be just about as sensitive as Taurus or Cancer. You are a fixed sign, so I'm gonna lump you in with Taurus here. It's like, for example, when a Virgo and an Aquarius argue, they argue for two very different reasons. Virgo usually argues because they have an ego moment, and an Aquarius usually argues because they have a passion about something. They feel like they always need to be right. But Aquarius actually is willing to admit when they're wrong. Virgo, on the other hand, even if they find out they're wrong halfway through, they'll still climb up to the top until they eventually fall. It's not gonna work out for y'all. I know some Aquarians do that too, but I'm just going to say, just chill out. I know that you need the validation and everything else, but if you don't try to please people, you will be much happier. And that is the tea, Aquarius. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Pisces, you are perhaps my most hated sign for this reason. You take everything so personally. You think everything is about you, and you are really freaking stubborn. You don't even care if you're not right. You'll still argue until the very end, when it's inevitable that you are in the wrong. I suggest you stop it, Karen. I was about to say Janet, and then I was about to say Susan, but that's not important. Pisces, you are so freaking confusing. On one hand, I have a bunch of enemies who are Pisceans, and a bunch of other people I don't like who are also born under the Pisces sign. But on the other hand, I also have my maternal grandfather and a very good family friend who is also a Pisces, and and they and those people I hold dear to my heart. So what is it with you Pisceans? Why do you have to have me thinking on one hand you're like the devil, and on the other hand you're the sweetest people on earth? You're just about as bad as Geminis when it comes to the two-faced thing. So just chill out. Pisces, I suggest that you quit taking everything so personally. And I really hate to use that phrase. I don't even tell that to other people just when I'm being insensitive. You know? I am very sensitive, Pisces, but like you need to realize that not everybody is out to get you. Just like I told Scorpio, not everybody is out to get you. Not everybody does things just because like you wouldn't like it. Now you are the reason why I basically hate your entire sign, with the exception of just a few people like my grandpa and my family friend. So, if you want me to change my mind on that, I suggest you act better, okay? And that is the tea. I hope I wasn't too hard on you guys, and I hope I wasn't too stereotypical, especially for you out there, fellow Libras. So, if I ever did say anything that was insensitive, then, I mean, please don't come after me. I tried my best. Anyway, the tea is spilled, so I hope you didn't scorch your tongue. Anywho, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I seriously want to thank all of you so much for watching this video and letting me make your day. I love you all. Bye bye.